once you're dating like, white people, if that's the way I come across, they're very, very direct with what they want. If he didn't like me, he wouldn't even approach me.
He wouldn't pursue you even.
So once he was introducing himself,
Yeah.
then he was ready for it.
Hi guys, welcome to Tuko Talks. My name is Lynn Ngugi. Now, when my guest today married the love of her life, many people labeled her a gold digger and an opportunist. But according to her, it was love at first sight. Now, without much further ado, allow me to let her introduce herself. Hi, Mommy.
Hi, Rin. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
My name is Susan Eling, or Susan Njogu, before I was married, and I'm married to Phillip Eling, and I'm a Kenyan by nationality, but currently living in Australia, this being the 6th year. Yeah.
It's nice to have you back in Kenya.
Oh, it's a nice feeling. I'm telling you.
You missed the place?
Oh yes, I was really longing for it.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunately like I'm not here with my hubby. But you know what? Everything needs to be planned.
Yeah.
And he'll be here shortly.
And how is he?
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's doing good. Yeah, he's really doing very well.
Yeah.
Just, before you fry, you need to put everything into consideration.
Yeah.
But once that is done, he'll be here in Kenya.
And
he's looking forward for that.
I know he will love the place. I know.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
As much as he's very, very exposed to Kenyan community back in Australia, and internet makes everything easier. He really admires to be in Kenya.
Really?
He is.
Wow.
And he's looking forward for that.
I know.
Yeah.
And I know everyone who is watching us is dying to know, how did you guys meet?
It was 2017 when I had just graduated on my diploma, because I flew to Australia as an international student to go and further my studies.
Yeah.
So after I graduated, I was like, I had studied diploma in disability, but currently it's diploma in community services.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, why not? Now that I got my papers, I just need to go and look for a job. And I don't know, it was one of those things, like a close friend of mine was working into that company.
Yes.
That's my husband to be was in. And I was like, yeah, it's a good company, I should go and apply for a job. Story short, went for an interview, and as you know, you have to wait for a feedback or for a response. So I was just waiting, and because there was a weekend in between, so they were like, yeah, we're gonna contact you in 7 business working days.
Yes.
So I waited, but it wasn't like the 7 business working days.
Yeah.
But I got this email, and just to say the logo was from the company. So I was like, oh, I'm so excited, I got the job.
Okay.
But hang on, okay, this is something different. He just introduced himself. And he was like, yeah, I'm Phillip, I'm the customer engagement officer, working in this. You came in the company last week looking for a job. And, if you don't mind, let's put the professional aside.
Okay.
Because, when I saw you walking in and walking out, there was that connection I felt.
Really?
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, yeah, why not? But, it's one of those things you have to wait for, because you don't know what's in between.
Yeah.
Putting the professional and trying to get into a friendship, it's something different.
Okay.
But yeah, it was first email, second email, third email, and I responded, and it all started,
Okay.
just to know each other. But shortly after that, it was confirmed. I got the job, and now we had to remain professional and put our private matter aside. Yeah.
Wow. Upon seeing him for the first time, what was going through your mind when you first laid your eyes?
Once when you're working for an interview, you have the eye contact, but you don't really concentrate looking. And because I knew this is a company that deals with people living with disability, so of course, him being there, I knew he was in the right position. So I didn't really mind, like, trying to think, oh, he's there, he's interviewing me, because that wasn't my intention.
Exactly.
So it was very easy.
Yeah.
I remained very calm when I saw him, and I was like, yeah, he's good. The way he addressed himself, it was fine.
Yeah.
So him coming to ask me, I was like, oh, he was very professional. So this must be, you know, very good.
Chinyamaji.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what did you guys do for your first date, and what was that like?
You know, we used to go for coffee dating. And you know, sometimes you just like, yeah, can we meet in this shopping center?
Okay.
Just, you know, shop around, try to look like, you know, like for dresses and stuff. So from the get-go, he was like, he was a gentleman. He was spotting me, and I don't know, as time goes, I was really connecting deeper and deeper. I wasn't even actually questioning myself. I was just like getting more connection,
and you
like,
were happy.
This is good. Yeah. We used to go to the shopping center, people give us an eye, and I'm like, are they looking at us? I don't know. It didn't bother me.
Did they maybe confuse you for the caretaker?
Oh, Lynn, that has happened over and over, countless times. You know, whenever like we are going in a shopping center, people always, sometimes, you know, when you shop and maybe I'm looking for something, he's just like looking at in our men's section, maybe trying to look for a shirt before he confirms, oh, this is good, honey, what do you think about it? And people would always like, oh, excuse me, yeah, are you the carer? You know, he really need help. And I'm like, excuse me,
I'm the wife.
With all the respect, I'm the wife. Oh God, the eye they give me after that is like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Wow. It's always happened.
And at what moment did you realize, man, I'm looking at the person I want to spend the rest of my life with?
From the get-go.
Really?
He was a gentleman. Yeah, he was. He was very direct.
Yeah.
You know, they don't mess up with people, the Caucasian. They're very direct.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, once you're dating like, you know, white people, if that's the way I come across, they're very, very direct with what they want. If he didn't like me, he wouldn't even approach me.
He wouldn't pursue you even.
So once he was introducing himself, then he was ready for it.
He was ready.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't dating, so I was like, yeah, you know, I had really concentrated with my studies a lot. And you can see it's after my graduation. And I had that transition before I start my degree.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was like in that moment of thinking, now I'm relaxed. I should now look for a company.
Exactly.
That's why I was available.
And then came this amazing, beautiful garden wedding.
Oh yes, it was.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was in a very local, you know, park.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really want to like travel far. We just wanted something within our drive.
Yeah.
We traveled a little bit further for photo shooting.
Yes.
In Adried Botanic Garden. That's where we was like doing all this romantic photos.
Yeah, and it was romantic. Like you, I'm not gonna lie, you both of you looked really lovely.
Oh God, thank you.
Yeah, you did. And I'm not just saying that because
thank
this
you very
is
much.
a show.
I appreciate.
And Susan, how was the reception like from both families?
If I was coming into his life, his family was very okay with that. But what amazed me was my parents and the way they reacted. They were like, yes, why not? If you're happy with him, go for it.
Go for it.
They're there to support you.
Wow.
Because, you know, my parents, we were very, very close. So I actually with my mom. So I first introduced that to my mom. And mom was like, if you're happy, we have no problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then after the wedding, life continued. And then here you are having fun, honeymooning.
Oh,
and
God.
The negative feedback starts coming in.
Yes, it's expected. It's something we had discussed before. We were quite prepared for that. But we were not prepared for extreme reaction from public.
Yes.
At first, it bothered us, but we didn't want that to come across like, you know, as a stumbling block. So we had that boundary, knowing that people are talking negative, but we have to remain calm and respect ourselves.
Exactly.
Because you can't just go on social media, start lighting, oh no, this is genuine. No. If it's genuine, continue.
And you did not feel the need to explain yourself?
Oh, no. Actually, I didn't know anyone explanation.
Yeah.
That was a no, because my husband was very, very, very sensitive about it. He was like, you don't owe anyone explanation apart from your family, and that's it. With the public, do away with them.
And when they started saying, oh, this African girl has married a white man because of money. Oh, this one, she's a gold digger, septic tank, zilienda zikarudi.
Oh my God.
How did you handle that?
My husband was very tuned into that. He knew very well how the reaction with the African people. He knew it very well, because for me, I was very prepared, but for him, I had to bring that across, telling him, you know, you're gonna hear all these things. Like, people would call me, like, brand me names, Wanjiko. I'm not Wanjiko, but they'll be like, this is our Wanjiko. She's a Kikuyu. Oh my God, that's money, that's business. So my husband would always ask me, who's this Kikuyu? What? I know you're a Kikuyu, but what is this has to do with it?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like, no, your name is not Wanjiko. Were you named Wanjiko before? I'm like, no, it's just a way of people referring, like, Kikuyu people are very business orientated.
Yes.
And so he was, so is that the way? Yeah. Just leave them alone. If they think you're a gold digger, do away with them.
Wow, and it must be nice to have such a supportive, partner.
He was really supportive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Lynn, if it was for him, sometimes we are human beings.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get so emotional of things. And more so, he was feeling very emotional because he thought it's really affecting me. Because everyone was more into me and not into him. Where for me, I didn't want anyone attacking him. I wanted people to attack me because I knew I don't care.
Yes.
I'm gonna cope with this. Yeah, but trolls being trolls, they would even go as further as calling my husband very bad names.
Really?
Yeah, just saying like he's a vegetable and things. Now that's where I was feeling a little bit emotional.
A vegetable?
Yeah, they were saying he's in a very vegetative state and he's gonna die soon. This is not a love. Like, he has written all these wills to leave money behind under my names, properties, and people calling him tycoon. Oh my God, now that's where I was feeling it very hard. Yeah, so the fact that I had to overcome that feeling, it wasn't that easy, but I had to make it easy for myself.
How did you overcome that?
If people call me, I just have to remain very calm and just accept that they are calling me that, but I had to remain very strong for myself and for my handsome man.
Yeah. He is handsome.
Oh God, he's everything I needed in life.
Yes, and there's always this misconception. People think you're the one taking care of him, but he takes care of you in a special way. Yeah. What does he do?
When it comes to him, oh my God, he does it perfect. Sometimes I even think, am I really taking care of you? Because you're only taking care of me. And
exactly.
He's like, no, you're the one, you're taking care of me. That's why I'm giving you more of what I can.
Wow.
Yes, so we take care of each other.
Yeah, what are some of the things he does that makes you go like, oh man, I'm lucky.
There's a lot. I think the list is endless. But he's very romantic and very gentle. He takes me for coffee dates. He takes me for romantic dating. He buys me flower like every week. Every anniversary, something has to be a surprise.
Yes.
So I'm used to it, but I don't take it for granted.
Yeah.
I always appreciate what he does.
Okay.
So he goes far and above to do everything for me.
Yeah.
So as me. Wow. Sometimes I surprise him.
What do you do?
Oh, he knows.
He knows.
Yeah. There's a lot that I do, but you know, if I say I do buy flowers.
If we give our ladies one advice, just one tip.
Guess what, ladies?
Yeah.
Buy flowers. If you think your man does love a certain type of flowers, like a sunflower, rose flower, just spend that money. Just use, you know, it doesn't have to be everyday thing.
Yeah.
But just go surprise him. Sometimes I do take those flowers, put them, you know, on top of bed, and I just make all this like with those like our names.
Yes.
Very unexpectedly. So when he's like, "Oh, I'm so tired, honey. I had a very busy day." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine. If you're ready for bed, that's fine." And he's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
Yes.
I'm like, "Yes." Oh, that's for it.
Yeah.
That's how much I love you. And you know, I do buy him like some African things because I know he loves them.
Yeah.
So I do, you know, have to be sometimes, you know, very careful. Don't overthink of he might love this because, you know, again with culture. But you know, if you're like married to a man who loves like jewelries and stuff and this, just go buy.
Spoil him.
I do spoil him.
Spoil.
Yeah. And you know, women, you really need to be good with how you dress and everything.
And how you smell.
Sometimes, sometimes I surprise him with, you know, like a different dressing thing.
Yes.
And it's like, oh God, you know, you don't really need to do that.
I love
but at the end of the day, he likes it.
Yeah. I love how you glow when you talk about him. It's like, you know, it makes you happy whenever you talk about him.
Yeah, I'm happy because he's my husband man.
Yes.
That I love. You know, he's very handsome.
Yeah.
The fact that I have to always think like, oh, like right now, I didn't miss him very much. We do talk now and then. So just to go to work and coming, I always think, oh, sometimes at work, I'm like, oh, how is he doing at work? Oh, how is he doing with his studies? And sometimes I'm just like, you know, chipping to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, how are you, honey?
Yeah.
I hope you're doing good. He's like, you're at work.
Yes.
Where are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, just saying hello.
Oh, okay.
Because I love him very much. I love him to pieces.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And as we conclude, what's the future for you guys? How does it look like?
Well, we got a lot of plans. You know, we got, you know, the plans for family coming along. We of course wanna be parents, and we are also like really trying to see how we can also help other, you know, like other people living with disability, and especially here in Kenya, because, you know, I'm a Kenyan, so I know how hard it is here for people to understand what disability is. So we have been really trying to think if we can have like an organization, or, you know, just being the founder of things like that, we can really help people, so that people need to understand that disability is not a disease. Totally is not. It's not a disease at all. If like my husband was born with disability, it is not his fault. So I always tell people, don't think like people living with disability, it's their fault. In fact, you need to love them because they appreciate other people with the way they are. So as you appreciate them, show them love, go far and beyond. Don't think like, don't knock them down. Don't think like they're very incapability of doing other things. No, every person who have disability or doesn't have disability is capable of doing something,
and they deserve love as well, and to be loved back.
They do. You know, people don't understand that you might be able-bodied, but at the end of the day, you don't know what future is like. You might end up being in a wheelchair. Would you want people to love you? Yes, you will. You really want people to love you. You really want people to respect you, to give you the dignity that you deserve. So if you not get that, then you say how hard it is when people are thinking those people, they should be like, you know, to be in an institution and not to be at their home.
Exactly. Guys, I hope you heard that. Everyone deserves to love and to be loved back. Always feel free to share your story with us. And Susan, thank you so much for making time. I appreciate you are here for a few days, but you still found time for us. I really do appreciate.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, all right. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.
What is wrong, honey?
I got scammed at the market.
This wouldn't have happened if you used Gigi. Gigi is a huge online marketplace where you can buy and sell goods such as cars, smartphones, or even houses. Gigi is absolutely free. Gigi!